You know, a little over 3 years ago, God really stirred in Shayla and I's heart a vision of what could and should be for our community down here in Fort Lauderdale. A vision of a church where people could come and they could experience a life like they'd never experienced it before, where they could experience a community of people that would love them and accept them right where they were, where they could experience a life with Jesus Christ that wouldn't be just confined to the four walls of the church, but would be evident in their lives every single day. And over the last 3 years, Coastal Community Church has been an incredible place for people. You know, in the last 3 years, we've seen God do some ridiculous things. We've seen over 250 people give their lives to Christ. We've seen our average attendance jump to over 350 on a weekend. We've put on some events for the community with over 10,000 people coming to experience, you know, extravaganzas and backpack giveaways. God has just done some ridiculous things. I mean, marriages have been restored, families have been reunited, singles have found hope and purpose. I mean, it has just been unbelievable what God has done. You know, we saw the opportunity, we seized the opportunity, we believed God, we trusted Him, and God has done great things. But you know what? God has not done yet. We believe that God has got even greater things in store as we're getting ready to roll into 2013. And I was reading something by an old revivalist named Leonard Ravenhill, and he said this: the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized within the lifetime of the opportunity. And we believe that the opportunity of a lifetime is before us, and that opportunity is people. People that are far from God coming to know Jesus Christ. And that's what our church has been all about. If you've hung out with us, you've been around us for any period of time, or maybe you're just finding us for the first time, you know what? The one thing that we're all about is we're about people. We've said from day one, we want to make it hard for people to go to hell by making it easy for them to go to church. And so we know that there are people that are still far from God in Broward County. You know, when we set out to plant Coastal, God gave us a vision for Coconut Creek, but He also gave us a vision for Broward County. And in 2013, we believe that God is calling us to plant another Coastal Community Church in Northeast Broward with the same look and the same feel and the same small groups and the same music that is reaching out to people that are far and hurting and broken, that are looking for hope in some desperate situations. And it's our opportunity to seize that. You know, we could say, you know what, we're doing a great thing over here, but God has got something bigger for us. And so we're looking to branch out from beyond our comfort zones, to see God do extraordinarily above and beyond all that we could ask or imagine. I believe that this year, 2013, God is going to do that as we launch out to start Coastal Community Church, Northeast Broward County. And so we're asking for some people to come alongside of us and to help us out. And there's a couple ways that you can get involved and be a part of this, because I believe that God is stirring some things up inside of your heart right now that He wants to do. And one of those things is you can pray. You can pray that God would give us wisdom in deciding exactly where it is we're supposed to go, that we would figure out exactly who is supposed to be on those teams and when that exactly is supposed to start next year. Another thing you can do is you can go. We're looking for 100 people that would be a part of this new campus launch, that they would step out of their comfort zones and maybe leave some familiar areas to go to the unfamiliar and the new, so more people can hear about Jesus. And the third thing that you could do is you could give. You know, we know that starting a church is pretty expensive. We did it 3 years ago, and it cost us about $225,000. And that's what we figured it would cost to start Coastal Community Church, Northeast Broward. And so we're asking people to step out of their comfort zones, to be generous in life, and to help us raise the support that's going to be needed to make this happen. You know, we would love for you to be a part, and we believe that God has got greater things in store for our community.